Need some work done?
colonies were founded before humanity even left Earth. They're the link to where we all came from. At least, that's what they taught us in civics class. Finally earned my UC citizenship not too long back. Let me just get my ledger.
Another suit walk, eh? Good. Let's have some fun.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course. I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first. Phew, thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless. Well, the position didn't last long. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12, including my own. Economic reasons. Several of the worlds in the Cassiopeia system were mineral-rich. Both sides wanted to drop refinery outposts on the surface to bolster their supply. No. This is important. I need to tell you this. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship. But I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight. Yes, I know, okay? Damn it. Will you let me finish? We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. The last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do. Thank you. But condolences can't reverse what I've done. I was caught up in the moment. An inexperienced captain making rash decisions that cost people their lives. My superiors. When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial. That's true, but still, it doesn't erase the real issue here. Remember when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the navigator core going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us. After everything you've heard, all my stories, you still have faith. No one's ever cared about me this much. Not even Aja. And I'll have yours. All right, partner. I suppose it's time we get back to work. Thank you for being there, for listening to me when I needed it the most. I'll never forget this. I promise. Got anything on your scanner? uncovering the mysteries of the universe. This is exactly what Constellation is all about. Technology to build something like this.
that's all you're here for, then maybe. All right. I'll clear you to dock. Keep yourself out of trouble, or we'll have every hired gun in the cargo bay after you.
Who let you on board? Thought Petrov was done hiring mosquitoes. Or maybe you're after something from the captain's collection. Well, he calls us. Some old Earth term. Oh yes, The Rock. He's not selling it. But if you want to hear him laugh in your face personally, go right ahead.
Special rock indeed. Very clever.
Go on then. Traded for it. Some dusty hauling ore from the fringe. Was glad when he left. It's all shakes and muttering. Petrov's got a whole little alien zoo in the back. He's asking for trouble with those things. But the locks on the cages are pretty high-end. Thankfully. Strewn about all over. The good stuff's locked up in a vault for Petrov's own personal viewing pleasure. And before you ask, Petrov's the only one with the keys, so don't try bribing any of the crew. You'll just waste your money.
We can survive at this low of a temperature.
Petrov pays for all this junk, but at least he pays.
Welcome to Petrov's Palace of Peculiarities!
Captain Petrov sure loves his damn speeches.
The ultimate panopticon of prosperity! Ha ha ha!
firefight breaks out, everyone on board is gonna join in just for fun. You understand? Everyone's going to know my name.
A lot of the guards here are bounty hunters, smugglers, or salvagers from the fringes. Lots of shark smiles, you know?
Excuse me.
Hello?
Well, gentlemen, we have a newcomer. Place your bets.
I'll go with buying. 100 credits says they leave with one of the captain's glorious golden statues.
You know those are colored aluminum, right? I say selling, but nothing the captain wants. You in, Bull?
Yeah. Count me in. I say selling. A cargo hold of all the oil paintings. All fakes.
Bold. I like it. Well, there isn't any such thing.
If only. All the stuff the captain's collected, and he never found something that would clean up around here.
I think it's by choice. Kind of a trash king chic, you know? Certainly not good for security, though.
Quiet. No spilling the captain's secrets.
Not for free, anyway.
I mean, look around, you know? This ship kinda says it all.
He's a self-obsessed megalomaniac with delusions of grandeur.
I don't think that's fair. He's just eccentric, like a best friend who's great in really, really small doses.
One thing he's good for is steady pay. He knows how to spread the wealth around.
Oh no. God no. Each of us works solo. We'd kill each other if we had to team up.
I actually think it wouldn't be so bad. We hang out all the time.
Exactly. I got precious little separation between my life and you two as it is.
Oh, we would never do that. We love our captain.
We love his money.
Oh yeah, right. Hand over the credits then. Let's talk.
I hear the back end of the vault butts up against the old conveyor belt system.
Crew says those walls were just meant as partitions. They're thin, held up by a few old security bolts. A laser could just cut right through them.
Not that you would. Being a respectful guest of this ship and all.
You hear there's alien creatures on board the ship? Captain calls it a zoo.
Hey! You meet Vadik yet? The captain's right hand. I've never seen a man so exhausted.
Talk to Petrov. His gloriousness will guide you.
Ah, I wasn't aware we had the visitors. Vadik, you didn't tell me we had visitors.
We have visitors.
Excellent. Now that you've gone to all this trouble to get here, you should make yourself at home. Relax. Kick up your feet on the tables. I don't care they have scorch marks on them anyway. Oh, flattery, huh? My favorite pastime, huh? Between you and me, I do have something very special in the vault. But my jealous heart knows no bounds. I want to keep it all to myself. Tempting. I do love showing off. But my security team will have a heart attack. It would be against all those protocols that I admittedly told them to make. Now, no need to be insulting. Oh, you do have a point. Very well. What's a quick look going to hurt, huh? I know. People look at me and say, Petrov, your whole ship is a testament of splendor. Why do you need a special vault? Well, all I can say is that even the greatest collection needs its own private viewing area. Plus, between you and me, there are thieves everywhere. So I spared no expense. Every door between me and my treasure is paid. That is the price of security, huh? Que sera? Just a bit further. This ship and I have been through some adventures, I'll tell you. I once collected salvage from a Deimos Celestial class while it was exploding. The crew was scraping scorch marks and bits of metal off the hull. And of course, there was the time I accidentally steered us into a UC Navy vessel after a particularly uproarious celebration of my latest acquisitions of fine art. But we were wedged perfectly between their two thrusters and were able to just kinda push them back into the star yard for repairs. Now, the moment itself. Ah, beautiful, isn't it? The man who sold me this told me that it spoke to him. That holding it for the first time was like drowning in your own soul. Alas, I've held it several times, and my soul is still breathing, devoid of any such enlightenment. Why, yes, he did. Oh, no. No. I can't. This one is mine. And it's only fair to warn you. Hands off! I would hate to sour our new friendship by becoming the victim of piracy.
We're not taking anything, unless you make things unreasonable for us.
I'm afraid not. I'm easy in all things, except my collection. Then I suppose it's just a question whether my immeasurable love for my collection and my crew of hired cutthroats is enough to stop you. Go ahead. make a move for the artifact. Let's see what happens.
You've done an admirable job of trying to keep your cool. But I'm afraid the captain isn't going to listen to reason.
You came for what is mine. Let's see you try to take it. I surrender! I surrender! Don't kill me!
What the hell are you doing?
The United Colonies will... Go!
Fire! Fire!
Yeah, what is it? Let's see what you've got. Maybe another time. Amazing. Simply amazing.
useful, and just leave the rest.
Did a hell of a job piecing the station back together after the Serpent's Crusade rolled through.
Hey, what can I do for you? Anything I can help you with?
How about my foot up your ass, newsboy? That a big enough scoop for you? That's exactly your problem. You don't think. If you weren't such a lousy fool, you wouldn't be stuck all the way out here.
Always a pleasure to meet someone new.
That's true, but...
Welcome to the Trade Authority. I'm Marcel, and if there's anything I can do for you, please, do let me know. Our stock may not be as vast as New Atlantis or Sidonia, but I will do my best to see that you leave here satisfied. And seeing as the Trade Authority is the only fully licensed operator for the Den, I'm afraid your alternatives are, shall we say, slim. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I hope this and all future interactions are profitable for both of us. You won't find a better offer on the station.
concern, but I have an obligation to SSNN to report on what I see.
I'm sure
listening.
they do know that whole.
Feel free to drop some stuff into my bag.
A little more discretion in your report.
Want to see what I'm carrying?
Maybe a lot. Don't worry. When the next big story breaks out here, I'll be sure
How
to
may the Trade Authority by all means.
Think on that. Thank you.
Got anything you need to offload? You were able to land it, so I'm sure whatever's broken can be fixed.
I try not to.
Haven't seen you around here before. Welcome to the den. Reina Marquez. I head up the Vanguard station here. Good to see another Vanguard pilot. You assigned here, or just passing through? Right. Okay. Good. Was afraid I'd gotten another transfer without any warning. Nothing against you personally, of course. I'd just like to know who I'm responsible for before they show up on my doorstep. You need anything, say the word. We're short on luxuries here, but for a fellow Vanguard, I'll do what I can to help. The same thing we do everywhere else. Fill in the gaps for the UC Navy. Help keep the settled systems peaceful and safe. Sometimes it's a little bit of a challenge all the way out here, but we try our best. I wouldn't mind a little more support from New Atlantis, but I know things are tough all over. Might be counterintuitive, but no. No, we don't. It's pretty quiet, and some of us deal with that better than others. We get the occasional distress call. Sometimes Varun stirs up trouble, but there's a lot of downtime. I'm not complaining, but others, like Bastion there, it's not what he was expecting. Certainly not what he wanted. Take care.
work done?
Keep your nose clean.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving.
But at least then we wouldn't have to worry about a VOP, am I right?
Ah, if it isn't my favorite part-time security officer. Wait. You're on the wanted list. I've got special orders. You're coming with me. Prepare for immediate transport to our vessel. I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information. We have orders to transport you and your vessel to your final destination, the UC Vigilance. Any deviation from those orders on your part will be considered an act of hostility and will be met with aggressive force. Smart decision. Stand by to be transferred.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk. Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner's ready, sir. I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. I'm your ticket out of the mess you've gotten yourself into. That's all you need to know for now. Not this time. So, let me see what we're working with here. Seems you fancied yourself a bit of an explorer in the past. That lines up with where you are now. I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs. Huh. You're absolutely right. Well, I'll have my people get right on that. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC System. Are you familiar with what we do? United Colonies System Defense. Does that help you figure out exactly what it is we do? UC System is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture. No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside. Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC System, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine. Well, first of all, we'll forget about the infraction that landed you on the Vigilance. Wipe the slate clean. Better still, depending on how well you do your job, we'll even kick in a few extra credits to offset any costs that the operation will incur. Or, you can throw all that away and end up back in jail with a hefty fine attached. Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me, or should I find someone else? Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
All right, the commander can handle any of your questions. So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new role, huh? Coming in all alone, infiltrating a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts. Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship, and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
Conde's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
Can I help? Glad to haul whatever you need.
All right. This is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Conde should be waiting for you.
Yes?
There you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. That's strange. According to your file, you've encountered them before. On Vectera, specifically. They were the pirates that attacked your mining outpost? I'm surprised you don't remember. We are currently in the Sol system, in deep orbit around Phobos. As to why, I'll explain momentarily. Whether this ship is impressive or not, you're the key element that we've been lacking. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. Fine. Whatever gets the job done. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. The Crimson Fleet doesn't follow the rules. They only abide by one thing: money. All of their morals and social graces fall by the wayside in pursuit of their greed. At first glance, this can appear quite enticing, so I'm warning you not to get lured into their trap. Think you can handle that? To put it simply, you can't go into every situation with guns blazing. Think before you act. Calculate what you're doing and pull the trigger only when it's absolutely necessary. At the end of the day, your primary goal is taking down the Crimson Fleet. That's the greater good. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies. Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines. While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be faced with some morally gray decisions. It's going to be difficult for you to weigh the consequences of pulling the trigger while maintaining your cover. Do what you have to do, but remember why you're out there in the first place. That's why I expect you to constantly seek alternative means to overcome your obstacles, rather than blowing holes in them. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. So let me simplify this for you. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing innocent people, I'm urging you to follow that path. Use your instincts. I'm certain you'll do the right thing. Good luck.
Okay. Hello.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Well, you better. Commander Akande's entire operation is resting on your shoulders. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. I was hoping that you'd be inspired into thinking this is more than a punishment. It appears that I was wrong. I suppose we'll simply have to motivate you in a different way. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
Still, if pirates are involved, shouldn't we go after them?
We'll be keeping them close at hand until this operation is complete. So, we'll be holding them in the Vigilance's brig. If you're feeling particularly ruthless, you could always head down there and say hello. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to see you. Not really, no. I've learned to keep my personal experiences separate from the job. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate that you care. It's just that I don't feel like now's an appropriate time to be discussing these things. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But, maybe we can talk about it some other time, okay? I'll be here if you have any more questions.
Howdy. Pardon.
Hello.
Crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for morale. Not right now, Captain. I might have something for you later. See you later.
I'm so excited to see Tony after... Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a little tired. Like I said before, I love my job, but there can be... Take care.
Having a good one?
Vladimir! Vlad, come in! Come in! The eye's gone completely dark. I can't reach anyone on the station.
Noel, Starborn, came out of nowhere.
Vladimir, get out of there!
He already left. Said he was going to the lodge. Andreja, she's still breathing, but oh God, all that blood.
Hello, Constellation. Are you there?
Who are you? What did you do to our friends?
They call me the Hunter. And now that I'm here, your part in glimpsing the Unity is over. I'm already on my way. Say goodbye to your friends. It won't be long.
Forget about us! That Starborn bastard is after the artifacts! You can't let him take them! Pack up the collection, move it somewhere they can't find it!
Vladimir's right. We need to fortify our position before that Starborn storms in. We move out once the artifacts are ready for transport.
What about everyone on the Eye? We can't leave them to die up there.
I understand if you want to go, but I need you here. Please, I don't know what's going to happen once that Starborn shows up.
I don't know how long it's gonna take to pack up the artifacts. I'll get started. Hopefully this will only take a few minutes, if my hands can stop shaking!
Everyone, find... place to take cover.
Where? You really expect them to budge?
Just don't stand out in the open, Walter.
Could you all keep it down? I'm trying to work here.
Are you heading to the Eye?
Are you all right?
We'll need to barricade the door behind you. You won't be able to get back in. I understand if you need to go, but I'm protecting the artifacts no matter what.
I just need a little time. Focus.
Andrasia? Andrasia. It's Sarah. There's nothing we can do now. Andrasia. I know you had doubts, but you were always a part of Constellation to me. I always knew you were one of us. She's gone. We can't change anything now. Come on.
Dad! The others are here. We're going to...
Okay, I admit, my famous personality wasn't so much help with this one. Besides the big, ugly one? Not that I saw. Starborn ship came in nice and quiet. Just happened to look outside and see it dock. Everyone came running, but... no one. Doors open, no one there. Vladimir took one step towards the ship, and then boom! He's in the air. Slammed those impressive triceps on one of the consoles. Cloaking device, maybe? Or one of those powers from the artifacts. Guess they're more than just a party trick, huh? I'll be fine. I just... need to lie down for a bit longer.
I really messed up on this one, friend. Usually the last guy to get outdrawn. Back at you. I don't think I'm gonna be moving around too much for a bit. But I'll be alright.
You're alive. Krix's ghost can keep waiting. Not many sights to see before I lost the lights. No tears for the old. Got the others to worry about.
Vladimir! Oh, thank goodness. Where's Andrea?
We need to talk locks and bolts. Lodge and the Eye are not secure. Got the right of it.
Hunter, he probably found us because we're somewhere obvious. High-populated area, just like how the Starborn found you orbiting Neon the first time. But the fact that they're competing with us to find the artifacts means they can't get them without searching.
So we put the artifacts somewhere in the fringe, or on something that can slip from their grasp if they do another strike from the curtain. Fine idea. Starborn show up, you can burn helium in one spin of the grav drive to anywhere.
Here, keep the artifacts safe. I guess we'll meet back at the lodge after.
get through this. Together.
We can't move home at Hearth, but we can at least move the artifacts.
I was too slow. If only I'd packed up the artifacts faster.
Overwhelming effect on your mental state. I am afraid there are no immediate solutions to employ. Grief is common in these moments. Or our group has one less member. That will lower our overall effectiveness in all. Witnessing a death as an overwhelming effect on your mental state.
I need you to stay strong.
There are no immediate
There will be time
solutions.
once this is all over.
I'm afraid I'm not useful counsel when it comes to grieving.
Time and space will all bring us back together.
Constellation has lost people before, but not like this.
If you were a victim of the recent attack, please remain calm. UC security has
The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all-clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
About your business.
I need you to stay strong. There will be time to fall apart once this is all over.
Things are gonna be rough for a while. Lodge has wounds that need healing.
I will be monitoring everyone's vitals for signs of continued trauma.
Look, we all feel like we've been kicked into the ground
Hey,
a million times
let's
over.
not stick around the lodge
But I
too
think
long.
I have something.
We should get out there.
I'm serious. If I may, I know our encounter with the Hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said something that I can't get out of my mind. Unity. Do you remember that? Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting closer to it. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas's speeches.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the stars. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him? It's right here in the city, just a block or so from the lodge.
There's no harm in gathering more information. A visit to the Sanctum might actually be quite enlightening.
Thank you. I know it's not much to go on, but something about this feels right. I'll meet you over there.
It's that empty feeling again. Whenever someone's gone, there's like a hole in the lodge where they was working. Wouldn't mind burning some helium out in...
Morale in the lodge has been Constellation has suffered losses before, although none quite so. The exploration of an unknown planet it is even possible to. The blueprints you need to. I will go wherever I am needed.
We can pay to fix the damages.
So, Sam, have you given any... If you need time away from here, I'll understand. We all have to... What can I help you with? Yep, here you go. Bring me anything useful? Hey. Not at all. Alien energy unleashed at your command. Unbelievable.
I'm just saying, don't know the side effects of grab jump. Maybe they really did see something.
You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries, the factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both. It's why they give them a wide berth. Ask me, those murdering assholes should be blasted into space dust.
Yes. Exactly. It's like when someone...
Can you imagine how many credits flow through this place? Figuratively, of course. always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it? I wonder what the artist was trying to represent. Security scanners, chemical sniffers. United Colonies sure as heck have better chances.
Anything? I can help you with? Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Kia.
Greetings, Captain.
Hell of a view from here.
Better not be a waste of time. We need to move some merch. Now we're getting... mind. Anything else?
Ever since we talked about the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind. Was it that obvious? I thought I could handle these memories, but until I return to Cassiopeia, I'll never be able to put this to rest. I would like that. Actually, I need that. One problem, though. Pinpointing the crew's shuttle wreckage is going to be like trying to find a grain of salt in a sandbox. I think we need to start by locating my old campsite on Cassiopeia 1. What's there to tell? I survived. My crew didn't. Still, I'll never forget my finger hovering over that launch button. Would I launch safely, or explode into a fireball? It turned out that my shuttle had just enough power to allow an emergency landing on the planet's surface. I wouldn't call what I did a soft landing, but thank you all the same. It has a breathable atmosphere, indigenous fauna, and maybe a few abandoned mining outposts. Otherwise, it's not populated. My shuttle should have the telemetry tracking data for the other shuttle aboard. It should give us an idea where it went down. That's if scavengers haven't completely stripped my ship for parts. Hold on. I don't know the exact location of my survival campsite. For that, we are going to have to head to Mast and see if we can get the information from my old friend, Admiral Logan. Your instincts are right on target. Logan and I butted heads more than once during my time with the Navigator Corps. We've never seen eye to eye. Look, I hope this isn't asking too much. Last thing I want to do is drag you into some kind of personal crusade. That's why I'm desperate for your help. Truth is, I'm scared. When I set foot on Cassiopeia, I don't know if I'll be able to handle what I find. If I begin to fall apart, I need someone I can trust to hold me together. I know you will. You've always been there when I've needed your help. Why you continue to support me, I'll never understand. I don't know what to say. I've been so busy searching the stars for answers. I've overlooked what's been in front of me all this time. True love. Something I've seriously considered sharing with you for a long time. Just not ready. Not yet. Yes, you're absolutely right. Hey, anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. I know you have a lot to do. I really appreciate your offer to visit Cassiopeia. Hopefully, it'll bring me the closure that I've needed for far too long. If Benjamin Bayou's ego was as combustible as helium-3, he'd be able to provide me something I need to talk to you wanted to take this opportunity to thank you. The fact that you risked your life to save me, I don't know what to say. Well, yes, of course. But that's beside the point. My only wish is that my rescue hadn't come at the expense of Andresia's life. Though I didn't know her well, I've always sympathized with her struggle to fit in with the rest of us. Now she'll never get that chance. I really wish I could believe that. Our charter at Constellation has always been to analyze the unknown, but rarely at the expense of our members' lives. Yet all the while, I've been cavalier about taking risks and pushing the boundaries, not appreciating the true cost of my actions. Had I not pushed so hard to pursue the Starborn, perhaps none of this would have happened at all, and Andresia would still be alive. No, she wouldn't. But was it worth the cost? Damn it! Why is this happening to us? We're explorers. Our curiosity pushes us to seek answers to life's mysteries. It's one of the core traits of humankind. Yet in return, this is what the universe throws at us. Beings from God knows where who are trying to murder us. Why? What have we done wrong? Judging from the blow we've suffered, I couldn't agree more. The question is, where do we go from here? Do we stop exploring? Stop pushing the boundaries? Take a more aggressive posture towards the universe? I don't know where to begin. Agreed. I just hope it's enough caution that we don't leave ourselves open to another attack. Well, I suppose that's all I had on my mind for now. Oh, it was a relief to get all of that out in the open. I'm sorry I got so angry. But I assure you, it's nothing personal. You're the only one I feel comfortable talking with about these things. Thank you. Hearing you say that makes me feel a lot less guilty about monopolizing your time with my own problems. Well, we have a long road ahead of us. I suppose it's high time we get back to work.
Aren't you the one I saw running away from that crazy guy? Man, New Atlantis gets weirder by the day.
I've heard that Benjamin Bayou has a private house at the top of the tower. The view from up there must be breathtaking.
Lovely day for it. Welcome to Kelt Core. That's fantastic! I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. Hopefully Father will forgive the late fees. And if he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you. And here, for your efforts.
Plans were thrown out the window and... chaotic battle ensued.
Bedside's a bad place for tourists these days.
Madame. Sauvages.
Can I get you something?
Astro Lounge, Euphorica, blah, blah, blah. This place. Nothing like a velocity after a rough shift.
New customer. Bienvenue. Before you order, I have 2 simple rules you need to know. Oh, this is my place. That means... if you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Finally, someone who listens and...
I can personally vouch for my colleague here and make sure that he behaves.
So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Of course, of course. Anything for my special new customer. Made a fresh mix of... Take it easy.
You good?
touchdown, isn't it?
Do you need something?
Hey, good to see you.
You keep installing new cool things in your ship.